and welcome back to Cajun Country Livin'. As y'all know, hence Cajun, we live down here in South Louisiana, which means that we have cypress trees, which means that we have thousands and thousands of these cypress knees. Now, there is a lot of different things that we want to do that we have done with these cypress knees. For example, one of the first videos that we actually put on YouTube was cutting these knees down and building lamps out of these knees, and we have loved them. We really actually want to get more into that. It's going to be a later on process after we get the house done, after we get everything done around our homestead, which, as y'all know, would probably be in about, I don't know, like 20 years. But today, Livin and I came back here. We are going to be cutting a few of these down. Now, all that a cypress knee is a root that comes up off of these roots that are in the ground for these cypress trees. So cutting them here and there is absolutely not going to hurt them one bit. And they actually start to regrow even where you cut them off. I'm actually back here in the same place that we had cut those original lamps from.
Mom, I dropped it 2 times, but it didn't move, so I pulled it up and catched it.
Okay, you want to show the camera your frog?
Wacky.
We have so many places that we can pick and choose from. A lot of these cypress knees, every one of them is unique. You never really see one that looks identical. If you can tell all the way around these edges, they're actually restarting to grow and they are coming up, and that was just a few years ago. So that tells you how quick that these trees can grow and how cutting them does not hurt one bit. Now, the reason that we are back here is because, as y'all know, we have our wedding that's going to be in December. We have some household things that we are trying to get finished up, and that way we can give y'all a house tour. Plus, Ladley has a little craft that she wants to do with some of these knees. So we came back here today while it's dry during this time of the year where we can actually get to them, and we are going to be cutting some down to have at the house. So our goal right now is to get some cut and bring them home. This is probably one of my favorite looks. You can see all the roots that are intertwined. That is just so pretty to me. Just so unique. Don't get me wrong, the big ones are really cool too, and each of them having such a unique look, but y'all, this is so cool. All right, so we got one load here. We're gonna bring it out of the swamp and see what we can do with it.
We're out here this morning getting ready to work on these standpipes that's going to be part of the roof structure system for this container shop. Now we got a temporary something up there, you know, just to keep the hot sun off of us and maybe a little light sprinkle. But the wind and the weather has not been very good to it, so we know our time is limited.
We ordered this 40 by 50 foot ginormous tarp to go over this area. Jim rigged up a cable and ran it around like a big rectangle, or I guess square rectangle. I think it'll be a rectangle. And from there, what we did was we put eyelets or grommets in between each of the grommets that were already there. That way it would be even more reinforced. And we really thought that we had this like snug and perfect and working 100% in our favor. But sadly, these extreme winds had other plans. So over the time, it's just gotten a little bit lower and lower and lower. But we are so grateful to have a huge area that is shaded. But we do know that our time is limited with this temporary shade cover that we have. Now, as for the cypress knees that me and Loudly got yesterday, I do need those to sit out for just a few days in this hot sun, finish drying up so we can continue the projects with that. But for now, like Jim said, these poles are ready to be cut. Hence Jim and his jeans. He's going to be taking one for the team today.
With boots on.
I'm here in full support of you, honey.
Jeans and boots.
What do you need?
I always feel weird. You know what I mean? Not light in the area like I normally am.
Uh-oh. I got to fix that problem.
Jet's bringing his kid up there, literally.
Yeah.
Look, this is a small block Chevy 350. Someday this could all be yours.
Jet apparently taught his daughter how to get out as well. So that's going to be lovely. We have really got to address that because he has been tearing up my plants left and right. They act like they never get fed or that they're not literally drowning in grass. Spoiled things.
The dirt doctor came over the other evening and he, you know, he's in the business. He's in the contractor side of things. So he has all the cool tools. So he came up, set up his laser level and his transit. We shot an elevation from the top of the containers and we transferred that elevation in a mark over to these poles. And that's where we're going to be setting up to cut these poles because we're going to have one section of these supports that run exactly along the top of these containers to be able to tie it all in. We learned from our mistakes in the past using a line level with a string. There's nothing wrong with that, but for whatever reason, we always mess that up. For some, I don't know. I mean, you put it on there, the bubble's in the middle, it looks good, you put the mark, then you cut it, and then you put something on there and it looks like a plane banking to the right or the left.
On our poles that we set for the porch, we ended up being like 6 or 7 inches short on one side compared to the other side. So I actually think that the dirt doctor just felt bad for us and didn't want to see us have to go back through that whole process again. I think that's why he came over and helped.
And he offered to shoot those in for us the first time. I'm like, nah, we got a string, we got it. This is kind of rudimentary stuff. Till we started putting the first line of pipe on and it looked like that. And I called him, I was like, hey, can you come over here and shoot this in for us? So he come over here, helped me get it all set up. We shot them in, and sure enough, I mean, for whatever reason, we were way low on that end. Ended up having to pump some more pieces on to the pipe that we cut off, resaddle it. A lot of work for nothing. So if you're wondering why we did that, over this long span, the laser transit was the way to go. That way we have an accurate elevation all the way across the front. It's laser straight and perfect.
Also, here's our newest members of the Cajun Country Homestead. You have Sky, Bailey, and Pearl. They have been inside for the past few weeks, and I'm actually deathly allergic to cats. So I have been literally living on Allegra, but now they have finally gotten big enough to be outside, and they have been hunting like crazy, y'all. So if y'all see them, give them a little warm welcome. Just gonna wrap this right back on itself so it'll hold it in place. Some wise person taught me that. Did you know that? Okay.
Maybe I can meet them someday.
You ain't gotta look far. Here you go.
Okay. So what we're after here is to try to find the exact side of the pipe so it'll be parallel all the way down. So we have this mechanical template set up for saddling this exact size pipe. So we put the template on the side of it, and we bring this string over and let it touch, and wherever that string touches is the exact side of that pipe, because Lydia wrapped around the outside of the other pipe adjacent to this. So now that we have this lined up, and I've already got a mark from, you know, we did basically the same thing on the porch. It's finding the exact side for the saddle. And as long as you do it like this, I don't want to say it's foolproof, but I mean, you're going to be so close, it's not even going to make a difference whenever you go to weld that next pipe in.
Do a little rinse and repeat action on this side.
Man, that sun's bright today, ain't it?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to hurry so we can get you out of those pants in this 9 a.m. 90-something degree weather.
I'd rather a few beads of sweat than some burn up legs and feet.
Really?
Well,
I think everybody would think that you would agree differently than that.
Well, most of the time I'm just a little bit hard-headed, and I do it anyway with my Crocs and my shorts on. I always end up with burned spots on my feet and my legs, but trying to do the adult thing, you know what I mean? Have y'all ever woke up one morning, I mean, and you feel like $1,000,000 and you're ready to tackle the world? Like nothing can stand in your way. I am ready to get it. I love waking up feeling like that. But have you also woken up feeling like instead of $1,000,000, maybe like $1.26 or something like that? That's kind of where I'm at today. I'm just trying to get myself in gear. And I don't know. I don't know if I didn't sleep good or if I slept on a rock. I don't know what's going on with me today, but man.
Everybody's going to think that you had too many Michelobes.
Silver bullets. Well, that ain't the case. I don't know why. I mean, like, my mind's ready to go, but like I got to drag my body along, you know?
Okay, I'll make a deal.
My carcass just don't want to get in gear.
I'll make a deal, honestly.
Uh-huh.
If we can get this done at a decent time, we can go to the river.
Okay, that perks me up. Come on, what you waiting on?
Then you can do a little R&R. River and relax. there's Gus. Gus has got to make his appearance. Hey, Gussie, you need another haircut. Oh, Daddy, don't you think he needs another haircut? No, you don't have a microphone on because we didn't want to burn it up. But Jim said no. But I think Gussie wants a haircut. Do you want a haircut? Do you want a haircut? Did you? Oh, you look so chunky without it, though. Man, your fur comes in so pretty whenever you get your little hairs cut, though, huh? Yes'm. Say yes'm. Last one, honey. You're killing it.
Well, y'all, we got all of our work done. We're off like a dirty shirt going to the river.
So y'all make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see y'all on the next one.
Hey, and in the next day or two, y'all be sure and check out Cajun Country Clunkers. We're going to be throwing another video in there for y'all. And when you hop over there to watch that, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Why do you get the floaty that has the berries on it? I wanted that one. Life essentials. Sunshine and iced coffee.
I think they're going to know this isn't my shirt.
You think so?
I've got a guess.